Welcome to Fairy Tale.
ちょっと汚れたスーツケースを持って何も知らずに空から降りた地図の向こうここに山上夢見た憧れの場所 Yeah 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 Rock City boy Yeah 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 Rock City boy
I am Natsu Dragneel.
I'm Grey Bulbuster.
I am Elfman.
I'm Julia.
I'm Lisa.
I'm Charle.
I'm Loki.
I'm Happy.
I'm Mira.
I'm Erza. I'm Wendy.
We are Fairy Tale. We don't live like we have already. Oh, God damn it.
We do. Yes.
My magic arc of time manipulates my wedgie.
I'm Naruto. Wait, shit.
Aha! I suddenly see the fail in this plan.
I'm always needing someone.
Well, I can do that for you.
Like a good neighbor, Moo Moo is there. And can I get a ham sandwich?
I want a sandwich.
I wanna believe it's saying on me most recently is like this is me pretty please I'm birds and bees but that's a C with S and G's round and round on sound like Brian I won't snake up with a blackjack bottle when I stay home you say hey now you feel go got nailed it.
So hello and welcome to episode 38 of the Fairy Tale Podcast. Got an interesting show for you today, and sorry that we've been away for such a long time, and we're hoping that we catch back up with you as quickly as possible. We finally got a manga read-through to go with, so I hope you guys enjoy that. But let's go ahead and get the show started with another set of con updates with Charle.
Today on Con News, I have Louise Anime, which is May 18th through the 20th in Kelton, Lafayette, Louisiana. Todd Havercorn and Tia Ballard will be there. Then there's MobyCon, which is May 18th through the 20th in Ashbury Hotel and Suites in Mobile, Alabama. Colin Clinkenbeard and Chris Abbott will be there. And Anime North, which is May 25th through the 27th at the Toronto Congress Center in Toronto, and Monica Rial will be there. And that wraps it up for Con News.
Alrighty, so that's going to wrap us up for the con news for this week, and as we don't have an anime recap that we're doing this time around, we are going to move on to our segments, starting with Charle's Magical Education.
Okay, on this segment of Charle's Magical Education, I am going to cover Max. Max is a mage of the Fairy Tale Guild, who is apparently in charge of most of the guild's social activities. Given his love for talking to people, he specializes in sand magic. Max is a slim young man of average height with beige hair kept in a bowl undercut, with two large straight bangs framing his partially covered face. He has dark eyes and thin dark eyebrows. 7 years from the seemingly disappearance of Tenro Island, Max's hair has become noticeably darker in color. He has gotten himself a new hairstyle with some wavy strands of hair having replaced the two straight ones he has sported before, and has grown some stubble on his chin. His magic is sand magic, and it is a caster type. The user manipulates sand, either released from his or her body or gathered from the surrounding environment, shaping it into a variety of forms for different purposes, with the most prominent so far being combat, with sand-made bullets or waves being the most common attacks. The sand seems to inflict damage due to the sheer blunt power granted to it by the amount of material used each time. The exact potential of such magic hasn't been seen yet, due to Sand Magic's users appearing and playing it only sporadically. And that wraps it up for Charles' Magical Education. Going to hand it over to Elfman for Cooking with Elfman.
Alright, today on Cooking with Elfman, I'm going to teach you how to make Southwest Cilantro Lime Mango Grilled Chicken Sandwiches. First off, for the marinade you're going to be using, you're going to need 1/4 of a cup of finely chopped cilantro, 1 clove of garlic, minced, 1/4 of a jalapeno chili pepper, seeded and minced, 2 tablespoons of finely grated fresh lime zest, 1½ teaspoons of salt, 1/2 teaspoon of onion powder, 1/4 of a teaspoon of ground black pepper, 1/4 of a teaspoon of chipotle chili powder, 1 tablespoon of olive oil, and 1 pound chicken breast tenderloins in strips. For the salsa, 1 medium tomato, chopped, 1 small sweet onion, finely chopped, 2 tablespoons of finely chopped fresh cilantro, 1/2 jalapeno chili pepper seeded and minced, 1 clove of garlic finely chopped, a 1/4 of a teaspoon of ground black pepper as well, 1/4 teaspoon of sea salt, 1/8 of a teaspoon of chipotle chili powder, and 1 tablespoon of fresh lime juice. For the grilled vegetables, you're going to need 1 sweet onion cut into 1/2-inch slices, 1 red bell pepper, quartered, 1 tablespoon of olive oil, a 1/4 teaspoon of salt, and a 1/2 teaspoon of minced garlic. Now this is a little interesting twist, lime mayonnaise. If you don't like mayonnaise, you can use salad dressing as well. You'll need 1/2 cup of mayonnaise, and 2 tablespoons of fresh lime juice. Then you're going to need 16 thick slices of French bread, 2 mangoes, peeled, seeded, and sliced, and 8 slices of Monterey Jack cheese. Now, for the marinade, place 1/4 cup of cilantro, 1 minced garlic, the 4th jalapeno, lime zest, 1½ teaspoons of salt, the onion powder, 1/4 teaspoon of black pepper, a 1/4 teaspoon of chipotle chili powder, and 1 tablespoon of olive oil in a small bowl, and stir until well combined. Place the chicken breast tenderloins in a large resealable plastic bag. Pour the marinade into the bag with the chicken, seal, and shake the bag to coat. Refrigerate for 1 hour. For the salsa, combine the tomato, 1 onion, 2 tablespoons of cilantro, 1/2 a jalapeno, 1 clove of garlic, 1/4 teaspoon of black pepper, sea salt, 1/8 teaspoon of chipotle pepper, and 1 tablespoon of lime juice in a bowl. Cover with plastic wrap and refrigerate. To prepare the grilled vegetables, toss the onions and red peppers with 1 tablespoon of olive oil, 1/4 teaspoon of salt, and 1 clove garlic in a bowl. Set aside. You'll apply mayonnaise. It's easy to make. Just whisk it together. The mayonnaise, whisk the mayonnaise and tablespoons of lime juice, and cover with a plastic wrap and refrigerate. Now preheat your grill for medium to high heat, and grill the marinated chicken on a prepared grill until no longer pink in the center and juices run clear. About 8 to 10 minutes. Grill the red pepper and onions until tender and golden brown, which will be about the same, to 8 to 10 minutes. Then remove the chicken and vegetables from the grill and slice the grilled pepper into thin strips. Spread each slice of bread with 1½ teaspoon of prepared lime mayonnaise. Layer half of the pieces of bread with sliced mango, 1 tablespoon of prepared salsa, grilled chicken tenderloins, grilled peppers, grilled onions, and a slice of Monterey Jack cheese. Top of the sandwiches with the remaining slices of the bread. Return the sandwiches to the grill, turning when the bottom is golden brown. Return the sandwiches to the grill and grill them until the bread is toasted and the cheese melts, about 2 minutes per side. And that is it for Cooking with Elfman. I'm going to pass it on to Lisana for Reese's Gallery.
To this week's entry into Reese's Gallery. This week I've got a picture titled Like Being in Love, She Said, by the Little Firefly. I like this piece. It's kind of an underwater, beautiful, elegant kind of thing with Juvia as our main star. What makes the composition really nice is, well, of course, from the art student thing, they've got the whole rule of thirds thing going on, which is always really good. Don't have the main focus in the center of the piece.
The expression when, turned right side up so you can actually kind of understand what it is. Really nice. The hair is well composed. The anatomy looks really good. The shading on the legs and the arms and the way that the clothing folds and, the overall atmosphere and that kind of glowy feel makes it, a really nice piece. And of course the bubbles kind of give it that, small bit of depth that, every picture should have. The underwater look is really cool, especially in the background, how you can kind of see it getting light and getting dark and then light down at the bottom where the secondary light is coming from. It's really shiny, it's really pretty, and it's really cool. So, with that being said, I'm going to go around the table and ask everybody's opinions. Juvia, thumbs up or thumbs down?
Thumbs way up.
Alright. Natsu?
Thumbs up.
Aries?
Thumbs up.
Elfman?
Thumbs up.
Wendy?
Thumbs up.
Gray?
Thumbs up.
And Charle?
Thumbs up.
Alright, what is one thing you liked or disliked about this image? Juvia?
I love the outfit and the expression on her face. It's just gorgeous.
Awesome. Natsu?
There was a severe lack of toothless.
Natsu?
But at the same time, there's also a severe lack of underwear. So yay!
There's a severe lack of bra.
Critiques? Anyways, alright. Aries?
I like the shading. Different colors of blue, and overall, I just like all of it.
Okay. Elfman?
Her clothing is like midnight style. Yay!
Wendy?
I really love the look on her face. It's really peaceful and beautiful. Goes well in the whole picture overall.
Does anybody else hear a Disney song in your head when you look at this picture?
I do.
Oh, now I do.
I can show you the world.
Stop it!
No. All I heard was under the sea.
Under the sea.
I was
Really?
thinking a part of your world.
I don't know. Prince Ali, Ali's
Oh,
he, Ali,
no.
No.
Alright,
Just not fitting if you know it.
Gray? Gray?
It's Juvia. What's not to like?
Aw, that's
I can show you the world.
Natsu.
By the way, I'm not singing that for
Alright,
you.
and Charle.
I like the fact that she's upside down.
You weird,
You and me both, honey.
weird
Easy
weirdness.
access.
Let's bring this back around with one word to describe this picture. Juvia.
Peace.
Natsu.
Starlight.
Aries.
Oh,
I didn't know what she said. I think she just said
She did say it.
That's all I heard.
I said calm.
Oh.
Oh, calm.
Calm, okay. Elfman.
I'm blue, no.
I'm blue, I'm
I
in
like
need-
that.
I'm in need of a dye.
That totally works. I'm blue, da boo dee da boo da.
Just hyphenate it.
You could just say blue.
Blue. No, Serenity.
Alright. Wendy.
That is not a ship.
Loading.
Gray.
Bubbles!
Of course you would.
What about Buttercup?
My bubbles.
Alright, and Charle.
Serene.
Alright. With that being said, I think that wraps us up for this week of Reese's Gallery, and I'm going to hand it back to Natsu.
Sweet. So yeah, I gotta kind of agree with Shoji on that one. I like Serenity, mostly because if she were a ship, I'd want to be inside of her.
Get away from my
Well, thank
Juvia
you
now.
very much.
I get it.
But Gray is the only one allowed.
I will
on this
beat your
show.
ass if you go anywhere near that.
Oh,
I'll
so
just
long
put
as
on-
you're touching it, I'm fine. Alright, so yeah, welcome to the first official manga quickie. The other ones were unofficial. We're catching back up slowly but surely. We swear to God we will have, by the time you hear this, you'll be like, holy crap, they put up episodes. No way! Yeah, we're back to doing the show as we're supposed to. Just saying. Yeah, exactly, because we can. Alright, this week's chapter is chapter 280. 80. Yeah! And I love that the first thing that we see is like Lucy drawing on Happy and Natsu. Like Happy's awake and finds it hilariously funny because he doesn't realize that he's got drawings too. I could totally see the reversal of that too. I could totally see Natsu doing that.
The thing is, she's straddling him and he's asleep and he doesn't realize.
And then the next picture is just so adorable. Like Urza with a perm, Juvia with pigtails. I like that she's got a gray plushie.
I love it.
And then everybody's burying their tummy, so you know that's not a problem.
Right, just gonna say something. I've done this as well, but not as good.
Okay. And then I like the third one with Lucy. It's completely vector and it's awesome. Though that fish does look like a missile, and it does look like part of Happy's face is melting off. Just saying. Alright, so we come back and it's right after the fight between Mira and Disco Tits, where they had their epic swimsuit off, and Mira basically won, so now Disco Tits has to pose nude for the Weekly Sorcerer.
Wow, I've missed her.
And I love that she's all embarrassed by it. And she's like, I've shown inappropriate sides of myself. I'm like, please. You do that in the magazine all the time. It's nothing new. Then everybody's like, oh my god, we got to see the old Mira all badass and shit at the end. That's how Natsu is. And I love that Gray's like, but I thought this was supposed to be a swimsuit contest. Urza's just Urza. And Wendy's like, the fuck is wrong with you people? And Lucy's right there thinking the same thing. Then we get to finally get our last match, which is Kagura from Mermaid Heel and Yukino from Sabretooth. And of course, everybody's clamoring to see if they'll do a swimsuit contest, which honestly I think it should have been. Just saying. It has nothing to do with the fact that we have information about the next chapter. No, nothing. Nothing to do with that. Alright, then we've got everybody in Sabretooth talking about how they have to make up for their lost points, blah, blah, blah. Because, you know, they let the Dragon Slayer with motion sickness in the area with transportation. That was horrible planning. And I don't understand how just a conversation between the two of them like this, where he's like, do your best for the team, blah, blah, blah. Apparently now there's a ship between the two of these. I don't understand how. Maybe Wendy can explain that. But apparently if you sneeze at somebody, there's a ship.
Oh, you don't even have to do that. With fandom, if the two people share any fictional movement near each other, and sometimes they don't even have to meet, ships can be sailed. They don't always need a crew, though.
Just gonna say, I'm gonna burn the ships.
The only ships that matter are the Pinta, the Nina, and the Santa Maria.
One does not simply have a favorite fairy tale pairing.
Exactly.
I don't care what he says. Nobody in Lord of the Rings should be telling me how to do anything with my fairy tale.
Is that how it's one does not simply rock into Mordor? Brace yourselves, fairy tale ships are coming.
Oh god. Alright, so anyway. Then we've got the rest of Mermaid Heel wishing her luck, and she's like, it's alright, I don't need luck. And then we've got like badassery happening. And just a standoff. Everybody's commenting on the situation or whatever, and they're like, oh, Sabretooth, we must pay attention. I like how the audience is just like it's all white except for like little lumps, so it's like if Q-tips were standing with signs. That's what this looks like. The background artist got lazy this time. But the ground is amazing. Then she's like, oh, let's make a wager. I'll wager my life. And then everybody's like, the fuck? Except for Sting. He's just kind of like, yeah, that seems appropriate.
Sorry for being such a badass.
Right. And then everybody on Mermaid Hill is like, I'm not sure. but immediately she's like, okay.
You gonna die.
Kagura's like, yeah, sure.
You gonna die.
Then we find out that this girl is a stellar spirit mage, or a celestial spirit mage. They say stellar.
Bad translation.
Yeah, it was really. Then Square Nose is like, the fuck? And Mavis is like, oh, looky. And then we get Pisces, which are fish, which automatically makes Happy go into drool mode. So, fish. Yeah. Then we get the sexiness that is Libra. No complaints there. And she uses gravity magic. But gravity doesn't do shit against her because she's used to it. And then we find out there's a 13th door. Oh no, what could it be? And then we get this next part where she says, this is quite unlucky for you. Pulls out the 13th, which is the snake charmer, Ophiuchus. I'm not even going to try to say anything else besides that.
Ophiuchus.
Yeah, that. Whatever. And then she slices that motherfucker in half, so we need to get her and Naruto to take care of Kabuto, or Orochi Jackson, rather.
Oh, god damn it.
Yeah. And she sliced him without ever drawing her sword. And then you're like, no way. And she's telling her she made a cheap wager because sometimes mermaids can devour tigers. And I was just like, that is the most epic line ever. Also, I like seeing the dude's wig pop off of his head. That was hilarious.
Bitch, please.
Just saying. Yeah. Then we move on. Victor is Mermaid Heals Kagura Mikazuchi. Yeah. I like the epic shadowing on her face when she's saying your life is mine. And Yukino, aww, her crying face, aww, I want to hug that woman now. And then Square Nose is all like super uber duper excited because he's like, we have 2 stellar spirit mages here. Aww. And I'm like, the guy's a douche, he needs to die.
He's got a boner the shape of his nose.
Yeah, he's got a nose boner. That's totally what it is.
Bosner.
All right. Bosner. A Bosner. Alright, so going through, thumbs up or thumbs down, everybody. Just go ahead.
Thumbs
Thumbs
up.
up.
Thumbs
Support.
Up.
Alright, so, what did you guys, what was your favorite thing about this chapter?
Bitch, please. Didn't even have to draw a sword. If I had Yao Ming face right now, I would do it.
Libra is so pretty. I only got to see the other keys. Thank God.
Anyone else?
I love
I like the death wager.
yeah,
The death wager?
the life.
Yeah. If they lose, they die.
Alright,
And the other girl.
okay. What was your least favorite thing about this chapter?
It was only one chapter, so it went by really fast for the fight.
Yeah.
Okay. There wasn't enough nudity. That was my problem.
Okay, there's never enough.
Next chapter.
Just gonna
Next
throw
chapter.
that out right now.
I hated Yukino's crying.
Aww. Alright, so, if you could sum up in one word this chapter, what would it be? Windy!
Nose boner.
That's more than one word, you fool.
That's
I'm
more than
using a hyphen.
No.
Bosner?
Bosner.
Bosner. Bosner is my word.
Hey!
Ownage.
Onage?
Yep.
Juvia!
Girl power with a hyphen.
Okay. Charle.
Badass.
And now Aries.
Cool.
Cool. Okay, that works. And I'm gonna go with bikini. 'Cause that's what Lieber was wearing. Yes, I would.
Fish!
Alrighty.
Okay, sorry.
Fish! Alright, overall, on a scale of 1 to 10, we'll do it that way. Instead of thumbs up, thumbs down. That's way too easy. On a scale of 1 to 10, what would you rate this chapter? Compared with all of the rest of Fairy Tail, Mishima's work with the rest of Fairy Tail. On a scale of 1 to 10, what would you rate this? Aries.
6.
Okay. Windy.
I'm gonna have to go with 6.
Gray.
5.5.
Juvia.
I'm gonna have to go with like a 7.
Charle.
5.
Okay. And I'll give it about a 7.5. But, of course, as always, we're interested in what do you guys think. Send us posts on Facebook, facebook.com/fairytalepodcast, or you can send us an email, fairytalepodcast@gmail.com. Let us know. Also, post comments on YouTube when this finally goes up on YouTube. Let us know what you guys thought. All right. And that means we're going to move into the read-through. Fairy Tail slowly starts to show what it's really made of. But first, a little break while it prepares its comeback. Well then, we finally arrived at the final match of Day 2 of the Grand Magic Games.
Great work, Mira-san.
I feel like I've shown quite a few inappropriate sides of myself.
The best was at the end, though.
This brings us to 12 points, even with Natsu's team.
What is it, Mr. Gon?
Nothing.
The less he speaks, the better, right?
Ah, I see.
The second day's about to end, but What is the meaning of it?
It's like the old mirror. As I thought, she's strong.
Wasn't it supposed to be a swimsuit contest?
But it was a swimsuit contest. I don't think there was any sort of no hitting rule, though.
Something feels off about what you're saying.
Like always, no?
Today's final match, Mermaid Heel's Kagura Mikazuchi and Sabertooth's Yukino Agria. This is another battle of the beauties.
Who do you think is going to win?
It's obviously going to be Yukino-san. How could you not even know that, Frosh?
Fro agrees.
Since thanks to a certain someone, we didn't get any points in the competition portion.
No, Sting-sama was just unlucky. If he had known it was going to be a competition on transport.
Putting that aside, you know what it means for you to be on this team, right?
To fight without bringing shame upon Sabretooth's name. And to win without fail.
Good luck, Kagura-san.
Put in our part too.
But the opponent is that Sabretooth.
Kagura's stronger.
There's no need for concern. I've seen the path that my blade leads to.
I don't suppose it's gonna be in a swimsuit contest,
Well, personally, I think that's possible too, but
it's pointless to expect that from two cool people like this. Sabretooth.
Watch carefully. This is the guild we must surpass.
Yes.
everyone is already well aware of Kagura's strength. She's the strongest maiden mermaid heel, and presently a female mage highly favored by weekly sorcerer. This is her opponent, Yukino's first appearance here. However, by virtue of being the strongest guild Sabertooth, we should be able to look forward to her strength as well. Let's start the match!
Pleased to meet you.
I as well.
Before starting, shall we also make a wager?
My apologies, but I have no interest in that.
Are you afraid of losing?
I feel no such thing. However, since in principle a wager must be carried out once it has been established, I'd like to refrain from such frivolous entertainment.
Let's make it serious then. Let's wager our lives.
Is she going to be okay?
Kagura-san?
She's quite confident, huh?
If that resolution is sincere, then honor dictates that I accept. Very well. Come at me.
This has become rather serious now.
This is not cool!
It was your misfortune to stand before Sabretooth. Open, Gate of the Paired Fish.
A stellar spirit mage?
What?
There was another one? Another stellar spirit mage.
It's one of the 12 golden zodiac gates.
Pisces.
Yes!
Open, Gate of the Heavenly Scales. Libra.
She brought out two at once!
Oh.
Libra. Alter the target's gravity.
Understood.
She can use the same magic as me? That Libra.
She's making Kagura's body heavier?
Pisces.
Yo!
She escaped from Libra's gravity?
How?
Kagura is the one that taught me gravity transformation magic after all. Don't look down on Kagura.
Are you going to make me open it? The 13th door.
The 13th door? Is that what she said just now?
What's wrong, Lucy-san?
Like the name would suggest, the 12 golden zodiac gates have 12 keys. But I heard a rumor once about a 13th key for an unknown spirit hidden away from the 12 golden zodiac gates.
This is quite unlucky for you.
I haven't relied on luck since the instant I was born. Everything has been the result of my choices.
Open, Gate of the Snake Charmer.
That is what leads my existence toward the future.
Ophiuchus.
Blade of Resentment, arch enemy. Style of the undrawn longsword.
Without drawing her sword?
If Kagura-chan were to draw her sword, it would be a cataclysm.
No way.
You made a cheap wager. Sometimes, mermaids can devour tigers.
The match is over. The victor is Mermaid Heels Kagura Mikazuchi.
As expected of Kagura-san.
She did it!
Don't look down on Kagura.
Sabretooth. An unbelievable 0 points for day 2.
Was the Saber Woman weak, or was the Mermaid Woman strong?
The latter. There was someone like that here. Huh.
I'm the loser? Sabretooth is...
Your life. Your life is mine, right?
Yes, it's as you say.
And with this, day 2 of the Grand Magic Games has come to an end.
See you tomorrow.
Cool.
What heavenly luck that there's another stellar spirit mage here. The plan is assured more than ever before. As I thought, something strange. Though the second day has ended, I can't sense that magic power that's felt every year.
The reality of fate's trajectory. Is it karma that can't be stopped, or is it simply the world changing? Day 2 of the Grand Magic Games has ended. 5 more days until the fated day. In Chapter 281, Malice is concealed by the curtain of night. Alrighty, so we hope you enjoyed this manga recap. Actually, this episode. We know that Aries did, because she was back for it. But now it's time for us to do what we normally do, and name this ridiculous episode. So episode 38 should be called what? Gray.
Get my name wrong.
I was sighing.
Yeah, get my name wrong, bitch. Episode 38. I'm back, bitches.
Juvia.
Fish!
Charle.
Mute.
Death wager.
Death wager. Okay. Wendy.
Very prolonged episode.
Right. Aries.
The Showdown.
Ooh, I like that.
You call it the latest-ode.
Oh, fuck you, sir. Technically, we're almost on time with this one. We're only a week behind on this, so we're pretty close.
We shouldn't be the Fairy Tale podcast. We should just be the late podcast.
Shut up.
I love you.
I hate you.
I love
should
you.
rename it to Grey Grey Baby's Back.
You know you love me even more now that I'm 18.
No,
Tell the truth,
it's pretty much still the same.
Pretty much still the same.
Yeah.
Legally, I can touch you and you can't get me in trouble, but yeah.
Legally, I can touch you in places with your permission.
That's that. But that's what date rape's for.
No! Alright, so anyway, yeah. That is gonna be it for us, and we are going to play through all the ways that you can get a hold of us. You can now find us on iTunes and Zune by searching for Fairy Tale Podcast, or if you're watching us on YouTube, check the links below.
You can visit our website, fairytalepodcast.wordpress.com, to download the latest episodes of the podcast, plus download and see images and recipes from our segments.
You can find us on YouTube by looking at Fairy Tale Podcast. All of our episodes are posted immediately as they are finished, along with all the interviews. And remember to like and favorite the videos, as well as spread the word.
Keep up to date on when the newest episodes and chapters come out, as well as chat with other fans of the podcast and the Fairy Tale community. Discuss all your latest obsessions, share news, and chat with the crew of the podcast. Also be sure to send us your AMVs to post as well as any cosplay images you have. Help our community of fans to grow.
Keep up to date with the latest news, podcast updates, con updates, and what's going on in the world of Fairy Tale by following us on Twitter at FairyTaleCast.
And every time we get another follower, we give Happy a fish.
Nice!
And don't forget, if you want to send us fan mail, send it to fairytalepodcast@gmail.com. Yeah, okay. So, we hope you enjoyed this episode of the podcast. Juvia seemed to, but, you know, she loves any episode that has Gray-sama, so...
Great!
Oh, hello.
I love you.
Alright, so anyway, and if you'd like to hear more and keep us going, you can always help us out by donating. It's really, really simple. You can just go to our website for Konoha Corner, which is our other podcast, konohacornerpodcast.webs.com, and click on the little donation button, which will take you to one of our 2 PayPals. You can also donate via PayPal by going onto PayPal and gifting us to konohacornerpodcast@gmail.com. And every little bit helps, even if it's just $1, however much you can spare, really, really helps. We appreciate it greatly.
We love you.
That keeps us going. That's the reason why currently, at this moment while we're recording, the Konoha Corner feed is down. The old feed is down because I couldn't pay for all 3 of them this month. So it may be a while before any Konoha Corner episodes that are finished get put up on iTunes. Just saying. Yeah, we really, really appreciate your help. But while you're doing that, please don't forget the reason that we're all here, and that, of course, is the Fairy Tail series. Help keep Hiro Mishima employed. And it's really, really simple how to do that. You can just purchase the anime, manga, video games, and all the incredible swag that's out there. Show your support by being a fan. Just remember, Urza makes pirates her bitches. It's so true! It's so true. Our mages make pirates our bitches. So yeah, that is going to wrap it up for us. I am Natsu Dragneel. I'm saying, we're back, bitches! Alright.
I'm Gray. Juvia.
Yes?
Get in my bed, it's time to go.
Yes, sir. I'm Juvia, and I'm going to follow Gray to his bedroom and have a little fun.
Okay, covers or no covers? Like, that's the question.
Covers, freaking lights on.
Covers get too hot, though.
Exactly, no covers, lights on.
Yeah.
I don't know, do you really need covers with Gray? The man is cold and made of ice.
No, because I'm made of water. I can heat him up all I want.
Oh god.
I am Elfman, and I am full of beans.
Cajun rice and beans?
Yes.
I am Aries, and I apparently need to talk more.
I'm Charle, and catnaps are amazing.
I'm Lindy, and I should have fucking done these essays a month ago.
So yeah, that is it for us. We are signing out. Peace from the greatest guild in the world.